Firstly, I think it's critical to have the philanthropic journey be a part of each family member. And one of the reasons I believe that is because, unlike a lot of Western countries, at least in India, for a very long time and for generations to come, there is this culture of inheritance. So, I always joke and say that, my father's a first generation entrepreneur and I'm a first generation inheritor, But it's very critical because if there has been a substantial amount of wealth which has been created, and there is a previous generation who has decided to impart a part of that wealth for philanthropy, it's very important for the following generation, so myself as well as my children, to really understand that value, understand the fact that you then not only become an inheritor but also a custodian of that wealth and of that giving culture. Philanthropy as a family decision, I think, is very important, and it also allows for a lot of transition. So, for example, at least the way the Shiv Nadar Foundation is constructed is we're building institutions. Most of these institutions will reach the desired level of excellence probably in many decades to come. And not everyone is around for many decades. So, it's very important to have that understanding amongst the family members, because some of these will achieve excellence in my parents' lifetime, some of them might in my lifetime, and some of them might a little after. So, so we wanted to create a culture of philanthropy within the family, create a culture of giving. And also that's the only way that we can truly make the Shiv Nadar Foundation sustainable, because it is a family foundation at the end of the day. And within the foundation, we do have different institutions. So we have the universities, we have the schools, we have the leadership academies, the Museum of Art, and we are for family members. And as the foundation gets bigger and bigger, it's very important for us to have a lot of focus in our philanthropy and a lot of strategic thinking. And it's good because each family member is not only dedicated physically and mentally, but also emotionally. So you're totally immersed in the institution that you are a custodian of. And that's really important, again, to keep the ethos of the Shiv Nadar Foundation and to protect its longevity. Style of philanthropy between my father and myself and the rest of the family members is very similar, and that isn't by chance, but I think it's a conscious decision, because there's a lot of discussion around the way we want to strategically invest in philanthropy, and it's very important for all of us to be on the same page. So the style is similar on purpose, and because again, it's wealth which has been created by my father, but we're all part of the process of investing it socially. So it's a joint decision on the way we want to approach philanthropy. And of course, once we're focused on the individual institutions, then there is definitely much more flexibility in the way we want to really roll out and implement and execute on that strategy. I think what's also helped is for all the institutions, there are formal boards, there are management boards. In fact, for the SSN institution, which is our oldest institution in the Shiv Nadar Foundation, the chairman of the board is an external person, and only I sit on the board, and my father is a special invitee. So we also try to be very conscious that there are a lot of outsiders who are part of the philanthropic process. And when they sit in official positions within the foundation, at the institutions, everybody's got a skin in the game. So the approach to philanthropy, or the style of philanthropy, is much more of a collective decision, and the execution is also based on a collective strategy.